Curious about all things paranormal? Well, you are in for a treat. Each week I dig up the top three craziest stories and mysteries right from our Facebook group. So grab yourself a drink, relax, and get ready to dive into top paranormal stories of the week, episode 29. Before we dive into our first submission, if you guys have a chance to check out last week's content, please go ahead and do so now. For later, because we had some good stuff. But we're gonna dive right into this week's. Every week I go through, I find the top ones, and then I always check right before. But apparently, the top two that I picked before magically disappeared. So we're gonna start off with our one. It's kind of a interesting one here. A lot for you mirror and reflection people. Why is this not going? Facebook. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this one comes morning, Nick. How you doing, Leanne? Always a pleasure to see you here. I did find it, a little rude that I didn't give you guys enough time to come over to YouTube. So this is the last week until we switch fully over to just YouTube. But I want to give you guys another week in case you weren't subscribed or wanted to come over. But starting next week, it's just going to be strictly on YouTube, Leanne. So if you want to come in over there. But we're going to start off with... So this comes from Charlie Rose. So I posted this pic a few weeks ago in another group. I asked if they see the people going up my stairs. What do y'all think? I'm not afraid. I've seen and heard things since I was a kid, so I'm used to it. So this is the picture. Okay. So it looks like we're talking about up here. You don't know how to do YouTube. If you go on YouTube and you just you could actually watch it without being subscribed, but it's kind of like Facebook. Like you could just join in, sign up on there, and then subscribe to us. You just search us in there. If you want to shoot me a message, I can talk you through it too. But no, I'm not pressuring you into that at all. But so right now, so here we're looking at this right here on the top. So she's saying that I'm assuming she'll claim that this is the paranormal. So I want to take a quick look at the comments here. So this is interesting, is it look like people, but also look like shadows from the posters. And the reason I brought this up because she includes another photo here. So this is the photo from a different angle. So we see how it's a different angle from here, and we see the light coming at a different angle here. So this is the original one. So we see how the light's kind of shining in here, specifically on this. And if we go to this photo, in my opinion, this is just a dirty mirror. Because if we unfocus and we see this light coming from the top here, we can see that this is just, in my opinion, a dirty mirror. But I want to, this is why I like bringing this stuff up, because she's not, hold on, I want to see, what did the post say exactly? I want to see if, so she's not claiming that this is paranormal. She just says, what is this? I honestly think this is just a dirty mirror. And if she cleaned the mirror, I'd like to see this picture again. But in my opinion, I think it's just a dirty mirror. And I don't think she has anything to worry about. I'll go ahead and post that there. So if we move on, we're going to move on to the next one. So this comes from, and again, we're at 241,000 and a half people in the group. The reason we're not soaring up anymore is because Facebook has put limitations on a group, because I guess someone shared something they weren't supposed to, and we got in trouble for it. We were getting like over almost like hundreds and hundreds of posts a day, and it's bound to happen. We accidentally approved something but so we're kind of off the radar right now, so people have to literally search us up in order to join or invite people. So this one comes from Adele Davison. So Adele Davison This story comes from her. Let me get this into frame here. So yesterday evening, we went out as a family, myself, my husband, and our son, to watch my daughter perform in an event. She's an acting student. By the time we got home, it was probably around 10:30 p.m. The three of us were in the kitchen where there was a loud bang upstairs. We dismissed it as one of the cats knocking something over and just carried on with what we were doing. A little later, my son said he was tired and going to bed. When they got to the top of the stairs, he turned around and came back down. He told us that the bang we had heard earlier wasn't the cats. It was the loft hatch, which had opened apparently by itself. It is far from the first thing to happen in this house, and to us as a family, we just shrug it off, and it doesn't bother us, but what should we do? So that's interesting here. Well, guys, I want to see what the comments are saying here. See if I have any helpful first before I weigh in. If it happens again, tell the spirits to cut it and hide and do nothing to scare anyone. If they continue to tell them, sorry, this is from Elena Clark Piro. Make sure that's in frame. And they must go, I felt terrible. My mom was not so nice to me all the time when she was alive, especially when I was caring for her in hospice over a year in my home. She told my son that they can stay around and heard and told him that she would stay for at least a year. He didn't tell me, lol. So she scared the crap out of me only for a few months, walking past me constantly. Finally, I told her she had to stop or go and go to my brother's, which is what she wanted. I felt guilty, but she mostly stopped. Interesting. Have your house blessed? Yes, that's a good idea. Leanne's over on YouTube. I found it and subscribe, I think. Yeah, I appreciate it, Leanne. Thanks for coming over here. Perfect. Okay. So I've lived in many places. There was one in here that I really wanted to share. I think it was this one. So we got lore within lore, a story within a story here. This comes from Virginia Lentz. Apologize if I'm butchering that name. Okay, so my husband and I have lived in the same house for 53 years, so we have been friends with the neighbors around us. I always cleaned the two neighbors on both sides throughout the years. As time has gone by, the neighbors have become like family, all of us real close, as we all began getting older and some passing away. When one of them passed due to a fall in her home, I'm sorry, she passed away at the hospital, which is what she did not want. She wanted to pass in the home she felt she loved so much. She had told me so many times. The family had get her cremated and her ashes scattered under her favorite tree in the backyard. The day came when her sons wanted to sell the house. My sister was looking for a house, and she had sent me pictures so she could see the inside of the house. She was coming home, and she really liked it, so I offered to clean it. I was busy cleaning one night, and I heard a loud noise. I was alone in the house, so I went looking for it. I couldn't find anything, so I kept to working. I was finishing up, and I saw a dark figure coming out of one of the bedrooms. It brushed past me. It was a woman. She disappeared into the light from the kitchen. I went home, and the next night it happened again. Only this time the bathroom light came on. When I went to turn it off, I found a set of car keys on the vanity. No one was in the house. I was the only person there all week. I did finish cleaning the house 3 more nights, and I felt a strong presence of my friend making sure I cleaned her house right. My sister did not buy the haunted house after I told her what happened. It did not scare me. I also did not buy the ghostly place either. Okay, that's interesting. That's a cool story as well. I love the stories within the stories. I grew up in a haunted. We got more here for your houses detached. Okay, this comes from James. I don't know what's not showing up on here. James Graham. If your house is detached, if not, check the attic crawl space. There is sometimes a hole or passage to the next door, or you may have someone living in your attic. Yes, it has happened before. They come out when the house is empty or you're asleep. Sweet dreams. That is not a... No. That's not helpful at all, James. Okay, so you can't see it on here, but the poster commented again. James, no, it's not a terraced house. The attic has been checked, and there's no crawl space and no holes next door. Even if there were so much stuff up there, there's packed from floor to ceiling. Okay. So I like that story. That was another good story. I'm going to share that in the chat. And let's go to the next one. Go here. Okay. So I'm going to butcher this name. Weneth Kavacek? Kavacevic? Kacevic? Kavacevic. Something like that. I apologize, Weneth. So I have social anxiety, so please be nice. Last night, my daughter and I had a sleepover, and I was snapping pictures of them rolling on our yard with TP when I captured whatever this is in one picture. At first, I thought maybe the glare from the light, but it was behind me, and there was nothing for it to glare off of. The young lady, it's besides, also wasn't moving. Only my daughter was to the right. I want to add that I live in the middle of the woods, literally, and close to a famous Civil War landmark and graveyard. I just wanted to see whatever there was, whatever may think it would be paranormal or not. Here is the picture. Interesting. Zoom in here. So we can clearly see this right by. And I wish Vasquez was available. He was briefly, then he got called back to work. But this one right here, we're just having TP. That's fun. So I'm looking here at the ground. So we have the light from her phone here. And obviously this picture was taken with a flash. So I'm wondering if it's just... No, it's not motion, because she says she was not moving. She was still. But she was moving. But her light is faced the other way. Her light is faced over here. Sometimes when there's like bonfires and stuff, that sometimes the image of the light is kind of cast behind it. And that's kind of what we see with here. So like she's lit up, but there's something reflecting off of her. Maybe her jeans or something. Or maybe not. Maybe this actually is something. But I'm just trying to see all possibilities here. Leanne, you switch back to Facebook? That's funny. Yeah, this one is interesting. All right, let's see what some of the comments are saying on here, because I don't know. I don't know. All right, let me check the comments. Check the comments. Okay, good catch. Marianne Polanski. I have a picture that looks similar, and it was taken in the basement of the Stanley Hotel in Colorado that's known to be haunted. It's where Stephen King stayed and got his idea for The Shining. I always wondered if it was a spirit trying to get in on the photo. It's the same swish look. Let's see this. Interesting. Yeah, it's kind of like, it's like perfectly straight, I noticed. That's interesting too. Yeah, exactly. And we need two pics. That's why I always encourage people to take separate photos. Well, obviously it's hard, because if you're taking a photo, you're not really thinking that everything's going to be paranormal. It's kind of, it's so hard to, unless you're literally going out looking for paranormal, it's hard to get that 2x2 picture. But most people don't take just one photo though. If they're anything like my mom, they take 100 of the same photo too. Leanne, yeah, I'm on my iPad, was doing YouTube on my phone. Okay, I appreciate it. So, oops. Can see a spirit clear as day. Good picture. Could be an energy rod. Just a guess. There's so much. There you go. It's a great catch. Someone said there's another one in here. You see another one right here? I don't know. I don't know if I see another one right here or not. The woods are such a creepy place, though. Like, there's always something going on in the woods. Like, if you just go out into any woods, you're going to hear something creepy. Could be natural. Probably is natural, but there's that slight little, indication that it could be paranormal. Because I've definitely had some paranormal encounters in the woods. And I only know that because of the equipment I was using. When I say paranormal, I'm not saying like, oh my god, that's a ghost, that's haunted. I'm just saying paranormal is not normal. It's paranormal. Leah, not good in the woods. Yeah, I agree with you there. Kathy Mills, social anxiety is worse than ghosts. I'm sorry. Yes, ma'am. You caught something and I never meant a scary spirit. Thank heavens, so no worries. Thanks for sharing, God, and blessed Halloween. Yes, Halloween is coming up very, very soon. Criminal investigator. I definitely think you caught something. This is Caroline Castro. I definitely think you caught some energy here. It's clear as day. There we know. Okay, looks like something to me. Yeah, it's definitely something. I just don't. She was rolling in her own yard. Danielle Sierra says that she was rolling in her own yard. That's funny. Yeah, I guess that's true. I'd rather do that home than out in the streets getting in trouble. That's true. Native American elder. Interesting. I think it's the spirit of another child that has come to try to play with the children. Oh, we have more lore here. We have caught a little girl in an 1800 style dress on our deer cam before. Where is that picture? Oh, we have the picture. Let me find it real quick. More pictures within pictures here? What do you guys think about this one? I'm not so sure about this one. I see the deer. I don't know if I see... Am I missing something here? Obviously, I'm assuming they're saying this is the source here, but the tree appears to be closer, and obviously, if there's something, here, it's gonna push the light closer because there's something in the frame, so the IR light has to go somewhere. It's being blocked there, and it can only go here. I think this is just another tree. I would love to see a side-by-side of this picture as well, like another just normal in the day, to see if we can kind of point up the same tree or something, because I'm not... Yeah, Leon's, I can't see any little girl. Yeah, I'm not seeing it either here. That's a hair on the lens. Okay, hold on. We got... As a photographer with 35 years of experience in paranormal investigator... This is from Patricia Pat Brown Clark. Say that 10 times fast. And a paranormal investigator with 40 years of experience, I can explain to you without a doubt that this is absolutely not paranormal. What you've captured is an airborne particle or possibly an insect being illuminated by the camera light as it passed extremely close to the camera lens. It's not a spirit, ghost, or any form of energy. Make a post with some paranormal investigation. Okay. It's definitely possible as well. That's why I really wanted Vasquez and his input in here too. You don't have... Is this in frame? Andrea White, you don't need to ask people to be nice. It's a great catch. Proof is here. Stop. Post. Can you all see the child's face? Yeah, I think that's just pareidoia in the leaves. It kind of looks like one of those little monkeys, if anything. But I think that's just pareidoia. Maybe that's what that person was. I don't know. But I think it might be something. Can't see a girl. We're having an argument. Who's having an argument? Do you agree with Patricia? Leanne? Because I don't know. So she says she's paranormal. Let's go back to the photo. An insect. When they claim it's a hair and something, you do see that in some of those cases, like it's super straight and it's so, you know, it's so interesting that it's so perfectly straight. And I feel like if it was a hair, that could explain it. But yeah, you're right. You really do need two pictures. It's crazy because where there's some pictures where you can see this object and you know it's in the foreground. It's so hard to distinguish it. I'm not saying it is paranormal, and I'm not saying that it's not paranormal. I'm gonna put a question mark on this one. I'm gonna put a question mark on this one. I'll tag this. I'll put this one in the chat as well. Okay, we got a few more here. Look, I brought some extra ones. Okay, so this comes from Stephanie Connor. My boyfriend sent me this photo last week. He stopped to take a photo of the sunset near a farm in Auburn, Kansas. Out of 3 photos, this is the only one that has what appears to be something paranormal standing in the middle of the field. Does anyone else see what I'm seeing? Ah. This is what we're looking at. So, Leanne, I know you're going to ask. I did put in here, I would really like to see the other 2 pics. Because we have 3 pics here. I'd really love to see if they were taken from the exact same spot. I really want to see the other 2 pics. Maybe she says something, but we're looking at this right here. And if it's not in those, that makes this a lot more interesting as well. So we have it a little bit bigger here. I love this. I love this. Need closer. I think there is a zoomed picture. It looks human. Great picture. Most relevant. I want to see the newest. Did she respond to me? No, she didn't respond to me yet. All comments. Where was one? She posted another picture of it close up. Yes, it looks like someone. Yes, I do. Nice picture. Where is that other picture? It looks like a girl holding a basket, maybe. Yeah, right here. Patricia, great. Patricia Lund Kennedy, great photo for future reference. Please include other photos taken at the same time. It helps us to see when we and how quickly the images form. Definitely agree there. Where is this zoomed in photo? There's so many people commenting on here too. I love it. Where is this? Oh, here it is. What makes it paranormal? What? There's that. What makes it paranormal? There's something in the middle of the field. Okay, so here we're super zoomed in. Could be. Leanne, what do you think about this one? If it's some sort of reflection, you know, why is it only there for one of the photos? That is, I like this one. Looks like someone, yeah. Just where it is in this thing, it's so interesting. I like this one. If there's anything, because we're not really seeing any other sort of anomaly here. It looks like the sun is already setting. So do we see any reflection coming from this way? You don't see anything coming from this way. It's just some sort of anomaly in the field. I like it. I like that one. Let me copy this into the group in case she actually does send something back in there like the other photos. I would like to see the side by side. Let's go to the next one. Okay. Melissa Pate? Melissa Pate. Okay. So the past 2 weeks there has been 5 nights where my smoke detector randomly went off at 3 a.m. exactly 5 times at exactly the same time, and there was no smoke detector went off. Can anyone explain There was no reason the smoke detector went off. Can anyone explain this to me? Why this is happening at 3 a.m. on the dot every time? Because I am stumped. Could this be paranormal? Leanne, I wish they would say something about the land. Yes, too. Yes. Well, I think they said they were just pulling over and saw that. Let me go back. Yeah, he said or Stephanie said, my boyfriend said this to me. He stopped to take a photo of a sunset near a farm. So I don't think it was just their land. I think it was just some random farm out in Kansas. But that is true. I'd love to hear more about that land. Could this be paranormal or not? What do you think about that? So Allison Klein says it could be a spider in there. Mine did that at midnight when the spider moved. That is true. The spiders do typically move at night, but at 3 a.m., do they have like an internal clock? Like it's 3 a.m., it's time to scare her. Here's the spider just wiggling around in there. But only 5 times, and every night, I would maybe replace the batteries if it continues. But I've first off, check the smoke detector. If there is any spiders, or maybe ask someone else, because I will not be messing with spiders. Or just throw it out. If there is a spider in there, just throw it out and start over. That's what I would do. Try a new smoke detector if it happens the same. And if it's battery, if it's like physically connected into the wall, which is what a lot of newer homes are doing lately. They're phasing out the battery operated ones. There's some tests you can do, but if all of that comes back, then that is interesting. At the same time every night, cockroaches, Leanne says. That is true. Christine, my mic kept going off. Turned out battery need a replacement. Yeah, there's a lot of that. Start up. So we got some scientific explanations. Is there a fridge or any auto start thing nearby? At night there is no traffic, so air is relatively still. A compressor or other can heat up dust. A whiff of smoke is all it takes. However, thinking the same dust can smoke several times seems unlikely, but a bad plug-in off a fridge, etc., during a high amp startup compared to low amp could arc a few seconds. Please check. Wow, that's a cool explanation too. A cool theory. I like that. Candace, careful in some of the darker activity. 3 appears as the mocking of the Holy Trinity. 3 a.m. sounds, especially say knocking in the 3s, being marked with 3 scratches. Tread carefully with this. Ooh, okay. We have one of our moderators, Tara Beecroft. This is definitely curious. Has there been any other activity to speak of? If you feel like you could use some help or guidance, we have a team here that specializes in these things. We would love to help you if you wish for it, free of charge on. Absolutely. If you guys have any problems or anything like paranormal related, we have our chats, our admins, and our moderators and our hosts are fantastic. This is what they do. They love it. And they are the best people to help you with this. If you guys have any problems, if it is actually paranormal related, they can kind of distinguish that. Definitely distinguish that. Who knows many things? Okay, we have another backup thing from Melissa. Lots of activity in previous houses. I've been in this one for a couple of years, and when we first moved, and my 13-year-old daughter at the time said that something kept shaking her bed. It freaked her out to the point when she moved the bed and it wouldn't move it back over a year. Oh, she would move it back for over a year. And I'd wake up occasionally in her in the bed with me. But that's all that happened in the house. I've had that when I was younger too. Oof. Shaking the bed. That's happened to me. Gave me the chills a little bit. That's scary. Yeah, so if that's the case, if she's having those problems, but that was in the other house, things could follow you. Like I did a video on this where is it the land that's haunted? Is it the house that's haunted? Is there a combination of both? Can you be haunted? Can things travel? I've done video on that as well. But let's go ahead and go to our last story of the night. So this one comes from X for the Unknown. We got some very active orb activity captured on security camera at 3:38 a.m. And we're back to the 3 a.m. time slots there. Leanne sounded like it followed her. That's what I'm assuming that is a definitely good theory, Leanne. So this is another one captured at. Oh, we got some serious audio here. Okay, so 3:38 a.m. Interesting. It has sound, but it's only music. Whoa. Whoa. So this is cut a few times, I'm assuming here. I don't know, this is just it keeps repeating the same. Oh no, this is multiple clips over the night. Interesting. Wow, this one gave me chills. Hold on a second. Let's watch this again. The beginning one where it like formed, like that blew my mind. It just disappears. Look how it just let me go back. Oh, they posted it as a reel, so it's. Oh wait, here we go. Okay. Whoa. Look at what? Right here. This one like forming with that one. Okay. If this isn't like CGI or something, that's insane. Yeah. I got to see if this is I'm going to have to do some more research on this one because if that is real and this isn't some fake video, then that's a crazy capture right there. And look how that one just disappears. Look how this one just disappears into nothing on camera. So like if the theories about the orbs or the dust and look at this one. This looks like some alien stuff. I've got some pretty cool orbs. This one is very cool. A bunch of clips edited together. Wow. Leanne loves orbs. That's an orb for sure. If this is real, this is really a truly impressive capture. I'll put the link to this one as well. That is really cool. I got to play from the beginning again. I got to see that one where it kind of combines. Oh, come on. That is so cool. Wow. Wow. If this video is real, I'm going to say that is not dust. That's not some sort of insect. That is a genuine orb or paranormal. If that video is real, that is paranormal 100%. That is crazy. That is a really cool capture. I might play that again next time Vasquez is on just to get his opinion of it as well. But that is a very, very cool clip there. That comes from X for the Unknown. I want to see where that is. Very, very cool. Very cool. Go back here. Like my little Sasquatch we got going on here. My fiance got that for me. It's pretty cool. But like I said before, next week is going to be strictly on YouTube. So if you want to come over there and check us out. And we have some other cool videos there. I'm trying to post more. Just super, super busy. It's no excuse. But I'm getting married soon and just so much going on. I got something going on every single day. And I need to post more videos. I love talking about paranormal stuff. Especially Mondays are my favorite day. I love talking paranormal. I love reading everyone's posts in the group. There's so many. There's hundreds. There's hundreds of posts. Every few days there's so much material there to go over. And what I pick on here is I'm just scratching the surface of the cool videos and posts that are on there. But that's why I love it. I love it. If you guys want to go join that Facebook group, please join it as well. I'd love to have you there. But if you want, you can hit that subscribe button or like button, but no pressure. And if you're also new here, be sure to check out our previous videos where we attempt to unravel some other mysteries in the paranormal. I want to thank you all for being here, and we'll see you live next Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So keep the conversation going in the comments. Tag me in your posts for a chance to be featured, because I love looking through them all. But there's so many. And if you tag me in it, I'll definitely check it out 100%. Thank you so much, and stay tuned for more Beyond the Hub podcast. Bye, Leanne. We'll see you on YouTube. Thanks for stopping in today. Take care, everyone.